black. He said this is for the street. Black Lightning's back.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Not So Super Fit. So today we're going to be talking about Black Lightning episode 3. So I really enjoyed this episode. This show is keeping the momentum. It is good. One thing I'm going to say before I start is, last week's episode I talked about how I had a problem with Lynn's character, how she was so into like making Jefferson Pierce stop being Black Lightning no more. And episode 3 made me realize, like, basically get a point of view from her side of why, she has fear. As a mother, you kind of understand. But I was so into Black Lightning coming back, I didn't really focus onto her side. As a mother, being afraid for her daughter, her husband, her ex-husband, but still her husband, afraid that he's going to come home again injured in front of the kids. So this episode made me kind of, get more of an understanding of her side of the story. Mine episode 2, I was just so focused on seeing Black Lightning, seeing the black superhero come out into the light. So didn't really much focus or try to understand her side. So this episode made me, kind of realize her side of the story. So this episode starts off with Reverend Hope basically having a sermon about the 100 during the funeral, of how they're messing up the neighborhood, and how he asked them 100 brave soul to go on a march with him in the neighborhood to send out a message to the 100 that this is their neighborhood and they cannot control them. So we jump into Tobias. Well, he goes. One thing about Tobias, well, I like how sometimes when he walks in, how they pin out the cinematographer and show him in slow motion walking out. It really brings out his character. So I like how they do that. So he goes and meets with Lady Eve, who was played by the wonderful, beautiful singer Jill Scott. If you guys don't know music, please listen to her. Wonderful singer. So from Jill Scott, telling Tobias, send out a message to these people that this is our neighborhood, this is our 100, but she doesn't want him to just assassinate Reverend Hope, but just send out a message, to these people of fear, make them be scared of the 100, that make them know that they own these streets. And from the march, one thing, Inspector Anderson, I don't, maybe we'll go back to, a recap of him, but his vendetta against Black Lightning is really starting to tick me off, It's like, your department is corrupt all the way to the top, but you still have a problem with this one guy, Black Lightning, who's trying to help the neighborhood. I don't know why. Maybe he's corrupt himself. Maybe, you never know. But I'm having a problem with him, his vendetta against Black Lightning. Then we jump to the youngest sister, Jennifer, who this was probably one of the funniest part of this episode, when she revealed to her parent that she's gonna have sex, and this guy going a few days old, actually tells them the day she's gonna have sex. And that scene right there was really nice, and I really enjoyed that scene, how the reaction from the parents alone, and towards her message. So her and Khalil decide, they wanna have sex. They had a conversation about it. I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody, but she decides she wanna have sex. And we also have Anissa also struggling, trying to figure out her power and what she wanna do with the power now, because now she basically doesn't want to be an activist anymore. But since she has this power, she wants to go out there and use this power for something more but she doesn't know, like basically like Black Lightning, but she doesn't she doesn't know who Black Lightning is. Hopefully later on, because I remember from the trailer there's a scene they're talking to each other, so maybe they're gonna find out about Black Lightning, and hopefully it's in a nice way, because it's like, seems the family is very open, but Anissa is kind of hiding things from her parent. I'm gonna talk about that later, but we jump into the whole march, and how the 100 crew try to kill everybody, but Black Lightning end up saving these people. But Tobias, end up killing Reverend Holt, and the bullet goes through him and kills Khalid. I'm sorry guys for the spoiler, but from that, it's those two, Reverend Hope and Khalil dying, didn't really much have much effect. Like as far as emotional, because I didn't get to learn about these characters much. You know, you only had a few scenes with them, so their death didn't really have that much impact on me as far as emotional. That's the only problem I had with this episode. Those two deaths didn't really have an impact on me as much. But Anissa, like I said before, Lynn, I'm starting to like her more. I didn't like her last episode, but this episode made me like her character. Because Anissa is like, she knew something was wrong with Anissa, and she tried to find out, and Anissa tried to basically tell her something else that was wrong, but she still knew that she still was holding a message back, which is something that most mother would do. So as far as the episode, really enjoyed it. The messages there, stuff like I said before, I wanted Black Lightning, and I'm gonna keep saying every episode, keep it greedy, keep it real. And this episode basically kind of mirrors stuff that goes on in neighborhood, and how gangs takes over a certain neighborhood. It's either, and as far as black community or whatever community it is, it's either police killing you or you killing your own, which is, this episode very much mirrored certain things that goes on in the world around today. So really good episode, and like the message, and I'm gonna give this episode a B plus. Another like Jefferson Pierce is not really struggling with the notion of becoming Black Lightning anymore, so which is fine. And the suit, that's the only thing. Those suit. Hopefully he gets some type of upgrade. That's all I hope. Hopefully he gets some type of upgrade. But it is a good episode. Definitely check it out. Black Lightning. Like, I'm gonna say it again. It's by far one of the best CW shows so far, because it's real greedy. It's not the original teen twin drama story you usually get from the CW. So I like the route they're going. Hopefully they stay that route, because usually once a season end with a show ends great, writers and certain cast, like certain people that are involved in producing this show, leaves for other things. So hopefully that doesn't happen. They keep the momentum going for season 2 and so on. So we'll see what happened, and we'll probably learn more about Lady Eve in the next episode, but we'll see. And the next episode, it looked like Anissa going out there doing her vigilante thing. So we'll see what happened. Can't wait till next Tuesday. Well, guys, if you like my quick review, recap, talk about Black Lightning, leave a comment down below, and also don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I will be seeing y'all soon with more reviews and reactions.